fans out there? Let's get it started. Please welcome your moderator for this panel, Miss Hannah Scott from Como 1000.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right, everyone here loves angels, right? All right, that's what I like to hear. Please welcome Misha Collins.
I know that it's been a long weekend and everybody's tired, but you can show a little enthusiasm. I have feelings here.
He's a sensitive angel.
God, there are a lot of you.
You're short. We're going to get to some questions shortly. First, Misha?
Yes.
Let's chat.
Okay.
All right. So I think I'd like to start off. What's going on with Castiel this season? Can you sum it up for me in 60 seconds?
In 60 seconds?
No.
Yeah, that's about as much screen time as he's had, so.
I know.
I can actually do it in real time right now. Castiel, he's a Manchurian candidate. Done.
50 seconds to spare. Can we expect some more screen time as we wrap up season 8?
Yes.
What can you tell us about that screen time? No. So essentially, right now, you're kind of being Castiel is a spy for heaven? Is that where we are right now?
Yeah, kind of a mole.
Kind of a mole.
Yeah, and he doesn't really know it. He's been programmed. Am I revealing things that I'm not supposed to reveal?
I think I've seen this episode.
I don't know. It's hard for me to say because I don't watch the show. But what?
Is that one of your minions? Do you tweet about this?
Oh, yes.
Who follows Misha on Twitter?
So, is there any kind of issue with copyright infringement with you guys calling your minions after I called my minions first?
No.
Right?
Yes.
I think I might want to do a sort of cease and desist kind of thing here.
I think we have some lawyers around.
Okay.
Is there a lawyer in the audience?
Let's get litigious this morning.
Uh-oh.
That's not important.
So, Spy for Heaven.
Okay.
We're going to get more Castiel time.
Okay.
I have to ask you this.
What?
You've been dropped from regular star status to guest star.
Yes.
Does it bother you? Is it annoying?
Wow.
I
Way to kick a guy when he's down. No, it doesn't. I'm now, the next year I'm a regular again, so. They like to just sort of put me through the emotional ringer. I think that the producers like to see me cry, which I do frequently in my trailer.
I've heard you're a sensitive guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you have it.
Okay. And, all right, guys, you want to get your own questions in here in a minute? Who's got questions? Give me 1 more minute. I've heard you tell some stories. I'd like to know your favorite, funniest story from your time on Supernatural?
I don't know. I don't know that I have a particularly funny, favorite funny story, because actually most of the stories that I have from Supernatural are sort of miserable. But what my big problem on Supernatural is that it's kind of a sign of professionalism as an actor to not crack, to not break out laughing while shooting. And I laugh at the drop of a hat. I break character everyone's like, God, how do you play it so straight? How do you not smile and deliver your lines so dryly? Well, it's just if you do 30 or 40 takes, eventually one will work. But yeah, no, Jared enjoys making me suffer while we shoot, so we'll do his coverage with the camera on him, and he will be acting against a really generous scene partner, myself. And it'll go off without a hitch, and then we turn the cameras around, and the camera's on me, and right below frame, he'll be, for instance, fondling my balls. So it becomes very difficult.
I'm never going to get that image out of my
to
head.
give the kind of nuanced performance that you're after, because all I'm thinking is, don't laugh and don't do that. So that's pretty much the atmosphere in which I don't know why I've gotten up and I think I get uncomfortable every time I talk about that.
Okay. How do you do that? You have some of the funniest parts, lines that I see on Supernatural, and you pull it off, but you don't get to smile ever, right? Except a couple of times.
Right, except
the time when you play
29
yourself.
other takes. Right.
That was fun, right?
Yes, that was a good episode.
And you smiled, but then
Then I got killed. So yeah, it was, some good and some bad in that one. We'll let you smile this episode, but we're gonna have to kill you for it. Yeah.
So, it's fun? Is it fun, really?
Not really,
Honest?
no.
No. Just a job, just a gig.
It's a great set to work on. It is a lot of fun. There's a lot of laughing, a lot of great story. I'm not quite sure why this happened, but we were shooting. This was a couple months ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. We were shooting something, and there was a guest star came in, and we go in to rehearse the scene, and the B camera team, which is 3 guys behind B camera, the focus puller, I don't know what they do, but they're guys that work on stuff. And they're all in drag. Like full sunbonnets and dresses, and which is, of course they are. But this guest star kind of comes in and he's like, fuck is this? And so we shoot the scene, and then he comes back a couple days later. He has another scene, this guest star. And the scene he comes out the door, he runs down the stairs to a landing, and the B camera is again set up on the landing down there. And so he comes out the stairs, and this is a take, it's not a rehearsal. Comes out the stairs, runs down the landing, and the B camera operator is standing with his pants pulled down, up against the railing, with a ball gag in his mouth. And it wasn't until after this event occurred did we all realize that those were the only 2 scenes that this guy shot on Supernatural. So he left thinking that something like this is happening in every single shot. And amazingly, he ran down the landing, saw the ball gag and the pants down, and didn't crack. Total consummate professional. He just did the scene as if nothing was going on. It was amazing. I laughed.
So it's a boring set.
Very boring.
Very boring. No fun at all. Okay. One last question for you, and then
Okay.
guys, we're going to take questions from you. What's the most challenging scene or episode that you've had to do?
Scenes with Jared. They actually have started writing us into separate scenes.
Tough to work with, huh?
Well, I think it costs them a lot of money to try to shoot us in the same scene together. Because it's just endless laughing. I often banish him from the set while we're in a scene together. So, yeah.
Oh, and one last, Jensen directing. Is that good? Is that fun? Have you...
I actually haven't
You
worked
haven't
with him
done that.
when he directs, but no, that can't be a good thing.
That's why it's only been twice. Okay, guys, you want to ask some questions? Okay. Wow, nobody has a question, right? Oh, wow. I want to take a sip of water.
They're like soccer hooligans.
Okay, I am starting right here with Woman in Blue.
Hello, woman in blue.
Hi, my name's Becca.
Hi, Becca.
I was wondering, I noticed that Castiel always wears the same outfit, so I was wondering that if you had the chance to like...
I never really thought about that, but yeah, it's kind of true, isn't it?
I figured you would know that.
I'm not going to let you finish your question. When I first got on the show, I thought I was just doing a couple of episodes. So I made a lot of really bad choices based on that information. But one of them was, I went into the get a fitting, and they had this suit, and I put it on, and it didn't fit. It had pleats. It was really just a terrible suit. But I was like, whatever. I'm just doing a couple of episodes of this stupid show, and then I'm out of here, so it doesn't matter. And then I had to wear them for 5 years. And so, beginning of this year, I was like, I've had it. I'm putting my foot down. I want a new wardrobe, guys. I'm sick of it. And they said, no problem. And so I went in for a fitting, and they had a bunch of black suits that looked identical to the one that I had, but they were technically different. So now I'm wearing a new suit that is almost exactly the same as the old suit.
So I was wondering that if you could revamp his outfit, if you would change it, what would you do?
I'd probably get a suit that looks exactly like yeah.
Okay, thanks.
That works stuff right here.
Your character is the reason I started watching the show. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Am I blushing?
Woman in
Thank
Pink.
you.
Hi. So,
She, by the way, set a good example. If you could finish with a compliment, that'd be great.
so I saw something online recently about the Westboro Baptist Church, and
Yes.
they believe that you are the Antichrist.
Yeah, so I guess the cat's out of the bag. I mean, I was gonna have to come clean about that eventually anyway, but yes, they have outed me as the Antichrist.
How's that feel?
What are your plans as the Antichrist?
You think that's real? I'm gonna turn the question on you. I mean, somebody must have just made that up, right?
Obviously.
Really? This church group thinks I'm the Antichrist? How did they figure it out? It is kind of flattering, though. Because, you know, say what you want about the Antichrist, it's kind of an important job. I don't know. No, I haven't really formulated my plans.
Did you know about this?
Yeah, I guess.
There. Move.
Go to, okay.
Wait.
Thank you.
You
By the
didn't
way,
finish.
you're
didn't-
beautiful.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm Jake.
Hi, Jake.
Hi. They told us not to ask for hugs or anything, so I guess
Okay.
I guess I'll just ask a question instead.
Okay.
First of all, I just want to thank you on behalf of the fans for crashing our panel yesterday. That was awesome. We really loved it.
Thank you for having a panel.
Oh my God, it was awesome. And so my question is this: between Jared and Jensen, I was just curious, which one to you is the better kisser?
What's that?
I think we all want to know. Yeah.
I agree.
You know, I don't know. Jensen is one of those very sort of sweet,
Right.
gentle kind of nibblers. And Jared kind of goes for the tonsil a little bit. So, but it really depends on the mood that you're in, because they definitely both bring something different to the table.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi. You forgot your compliment.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Remember the compliment, guys.
Also, you're awesome.
All right, a little weak, but whatever. Hi.
Hi. The episode you're directing, what's it about? Can you say anything about that?
Nope. No, I have no idea what they don't have any idea.
They don't?
No.
Do you have like any sort of like way you're gonna go about it?
Well, I can tell you that there will be pantslessness and ball gags for sure. No, I have no idea. It's sometime next season, and they don't even know what they're doing next season.
I suggest a naked scene with you and the other two guys.
Who's on board with that?
You hear the fans.
What's that?
You hear the fans.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Write that down.
Great idea. Great idea.
And
Yeah.
your eyes are pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How's that?
As are yours. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. She totally
This
just
is kind of a nice little Castiella number you have going on
Thank
here.
you so much.
Now, why couldn't they put me in something like that? A nice form-fitting skirt. Are you uncomfortable now? I'm sorry.
Okay, so she totally took my question, so I'll ask. Not intentionally.
Rude.
I'm sorry.
Everybody, please do not steal one another's questions anymore.
I guess I
You
could
were
ask-
wondering something, but now you're not wondering anymore.
I
You're in a
was
state of
wondering
non-wonderment.
something else. I wonder about a lot of things.
Oh,
so
you
I'll
do?
ask
Okay.
something else, yeah.
Okay, great.
So I was wondering why in this season,
Yeah.
season 8, why did Sam have a slightly did he dye his hair? Do hunters have time to go to the salon? What do you think about that?
That is a fantastic question. So much better than the other question that you almost asked. No, I'm just kidding. Is his hair different?
Yeah, it's like 3 shades lighter.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they do. I think the hunters go in for mani-pedi the whole time. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to ask him about that.
Looks like he has red highlights, right?
Does
Not
he?
just me.
Like a little. It's all like different shades of light brown kind of. And it's interesting. It was really bothering me. But yeah. I mean it looks nice, but
I
yeah.
like the show. The storylines are good. What is going on with that hair?
Okay, well I don't want to take up too much time, so my compliment is thank you for being Misha Collins.
Okay. No more compliments now. I'm starting to get uncomfortable. Hi. No. You get back here.
his underwear. It's okay.
Why did you take off those pictures of Jensen in his brick pants off of Twitter? Was he mad at you?
I'm not sure, actually. It was she asked. I posted a photo of one of my colleagues, camouflaged, sort of chameleon style against a brick wall. He was wearing brick pants and smoldering at the camera while doing so. And I think I might have removed that because just a fear of retaliation. I know that there are plenty of very compromising photos of me that exist in the world. And,
Where can we find those?
on the internet.
Good job. Well done.
Hi. So I'm gonna be the first person to bring up Destiel. So there was a rumor going around Tumblr that you were talking to a group of fans and you told them that you and Jensen and the writers are all aware of this love connection between Dean and Castiel, and that you and Jensen played parts that way, and that the writers are kind of writing a subtext for it. Did you really say this, or did you just decide to troll the people you were talking to and shut down Tumblr?
So apparently I said this to a few people at some point.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate your tone. All right. Well, I will share with you my thoughts on this subject, but please don't tell other people.
Secret.
Yes, it's a funny thing because we really don't talk about it. The producers and the actors don't really talk about it that much. I mean, it does come up occasionally, but I do think we all pay lip service to it. For instance, this I should not be saying. There was a line in the last episode that I shot where Jensen's character, whatever is that says, "I love you" to Castiel, and I'm like 98% sure that that was in there for that reason. Like the writers are like, you know who would really love this? The internet. So that line didn't make the final cut. So for all you know, I'm lying. But yes, I think that what I said was true.
All right.
And that I was right.
What are your personal feelings on it?
Whoa.
You personally?
Oh, we're really getting into it here. Suddenly, now I feel like I'm in therapy with you. Well, I don't know. It's a funny thing because when I first started going to conventions, usually like once at a convention, somebody would get up like yourself and say something like, horrible, like Destiel, and the whole audience would like shriek and recoil and be like, "No, don't! I'm melting!" And, but now everybody's like, whatever.
Out proud, baby!
What's that?
Out proud!
Yeah. So yeah, all of those pervs came out, which I think is kind of cool. It's fascinating, and it's one of those things, when you're studying Shakespeare, you don't really imagine that this is going to be a feature of your career. I don't think. But it is, and sweet.
Well, we love it, and if you want to slip any more little things in there, we would definitely
And the left.
Just the tip. Yes.
Hey, okay.
Hi, I like your t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
That's my face.
Oh, yes. Anyway,
You also don't expect that when you're reading Midsummer's Night's Dream. How's it going for you?
oh, it's better that I have your face on my boobs. Sorry.
Not to mince words.
Okay, no, I wanted to thank you for putting on Gishwez, because that was the best week of my life ever, so that was really great. Really, I mean, wasn't like comparing it to much, but it was really great. I wore cheese, it was awesome, you know?
Oh, you were a cheese girl.
I was a cheese girl, but
I also wore cheese. I no longer have it because they don't keep well cheese suits. But it was fun. For those of you who don't know what the hell she's talking about, Gishwez is a scavenger hunt, and it's very weird.
We're doing another one. There's another one in the
Yes,
works,
we will
right?
do another one in August.
I also wanted to thank you for hosting the Vancouver, like when everyone got together during Gishwez in Vancouver, and that was really cool. And I was in the hospital at the time and couldn't be there, but you, like, my friends filmed you saying hi to me.
Oh.
And I don't know if you remember that, but that was...
No, I do not. But hello.
Oh, hi. It's also my text alert. It's just you being, hi, Robin. I didn't actually plan to tell you that. But my question, I actually have a question. You like give a lot to your fans, and I was just wondering, like, what inspires you to like be so good to us? Because you give us a lot, but like, what do you get from us? That sounded sexual. Sorry.
Well, I get a lot from the fans too. I mean, it's a two-way street. There was no entendre there. And I think that it's kind of a dynamic that's fun to play with. Get your minds out of the gutter. Really, grow up. When I first got on the show and saw this amazing fan community, I immediately saw that there's kind of an expected dynamic. There's an expected way that I think, supposed to behave, and I immediately identified what that was, and kind of started to try to do that, and then it didn't work for me. So then I've been just sort of playing with it, and
He's totally doing it on purpose.
and enjoying it and sort of seeing it as a bit of a social experiment and a crowdsourcing opportunity. No, I mean,
We're losing the crowd.
are they angry at me now?
Yeah, on Tumblr we had a celebrity go on Tumblr and become friends with a lot of us, and then said it was, I don't want to name names, but it was Cole Sprouse, and he was like, yeah, we're cool Tumblr friends, and then he like stopped and was like, it was a social experiment, and we're still raw from that.
I'm sorry that you were hurt by that man. I mean it in a kind of good way. Like, what can we create together, and how can we be different, and how can this, dynamic be use to affect change and things like that. And if experiment is a dirty word, then I won't use it around you anymore.
Did you learn it from the pizza guy?
Thank you.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Megan. I'm a huge fan. I was just wondering, what have you done or what can you do in your life that you are the most proud of?
Apparently that's the answer. I don't know. It's a very, what?
Being a movie star, that's what you're most proud of. Have you
Really?
done
Really?
movies?
I mean, Stonehenge Apocalypse, right? Also not bad. I don't know. That's a good question to which I don't have an answer.
That's okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you, and you're ridiculously attractive.
Hello, Mr. Collins.
Hello.
I'll have you know that this question is very serious business.
Okay.
On July 27th, 2012, you posted a photo of yourself on Twitter with someone you referred to as a, quote, surreal tiger man. And recently, Osric Chow posted a photo of himself with the same tiger man. Is there anything you can tell us about the identity of this tiger man?
This ghost-like tiger character.
Was he the one with the ball gag?
He is, he's a mad genius. I will reveal this much. I would imagine that he would be a great candidate for starting a cult of some sort. I have a feeling, know who yes, you know some things about this character. No? Really? Oh, good.
That's why I asked.
Well, yes, keep an eye out for this ghost tiger character. I can tell you that much. Because he's a dangerous man who needs to be stopped.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. Hey! Man, you're everywhere.
I do have one of those faces, but actually, I had a quick question, not for Cass necessarily, but for you. I was wondering.
Very hard to take you seriously after you've taken a swig of a milk carton full of blood. But carry on, we'll try to forge on here.
But I was wondering about how your carpentry work was going, your carpentry and your poetry, because I hear everyone ask you about Cass, but I want to know about that.
Well, I've been doing very little carpentry of late, and writing a little tiny bit of poetry, but also not much. Changing diapers, I do a lot of. I wish I had a little bit more time in my daily life at this point. It's kind of a bummer not to be writing more and stuff like that. Yeah, I have nothing funny to say about what we're talking about.
For those who didn't know, not funny, but you did build your own house.
Well,
and
I built
furniture?
a lot of it, and some furniture in the house,
How long did that take?
forever. 2 years. I'm very slow and ineffective as a builder, and kept on moving walls because they were in the wrong places. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bree.
Hi.
And I would like to know if you shipped SDL.
Didn't we just do this?
No, although it's a good idea.
Lies!
What?
Lies!
Lies? Yes, why do I get accused of shipping Destiel so often?
Because it's perfect.
What? There you have it.
And I'd also like to say you're really, really pretty, and I love you.
I think I am starting to blush now. It's
A little bit, and I
a
can
little
see
awkward.
it. This is a wonderful outfit.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. It's lovely.
I'm Misha. I'm Chloe.
Hi, Chloe.
Fans often have songs they associate with their favorite characters, whether because of tone or lyrics. What songs do you associate with Cass?
That was a very well-rehearsed question. Were you reading off a cue card?
I wrote it down.
You wrote it down, okay. Very nice, very professional. What was the question?
What songs do you associate with Cassio, whether because they remind you of him or the lyrics fit?
I don't know why, but Rachmaninoff's Vespers. Really, I know, it's kind of weird and totally pretentious, but true. I know, sorry. Yeah, such a good question, such a shitty answer.
You can tweet it later if you think of it.
Okay,
And you're
no, I did
looking-
think of it. That was the answer.
You're looking especially anime today.
What?
That's my compliment. You're looking especially anime today.
Anime.
Anime. Good, thank you. That's what I was going for. Hi.
Hi, I'm Akansha, and I have a question. What would you
You're
do?
in the right place.
Yeah. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
I have a feeling this is a cultural reference, which I don't understand. Are you offering me ice cream?
If you want it, I got it. Let's go. That was taken the wrong way. I'm sorry.
I'm glad to see that we've elevated the discussion today. What the hell is she talking about?
What to do for a Klondike bar?
What?
Straight answer, sir. You would do Jared and Jensen.
Could you please talk one at a time?
Dallas panel with Jared and Jensen was
Oh.
asked the same question.
Oh.
And you had very entertaining answers.
Oh, they give entertaining answers. I take a different approach.
It's about doing something silly.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
For ice cream.
Like what? What would you do for a Klondike bar?
You.
I walked into that one, didn't I? She laid the trap and I just stepped right in.
Wait, can I say one more thing?
No! No.
Can you sing
No,
Carry On My Wayward Son?
You're cut off. Why am I so mean?
I think we're gonna make her cry.
You're gonna make me cry. Way to go.
I can't believe how long. We're like
We're close.
40 minutes into this,
Yeah.
and still no one has actually cried.
Not yet. Wait, I think we're there.
Are we almost?
We're there.
It just doesn't feel like a proper panel without some tears shed. Don't you agree? What? Okay, what are you asking me? No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that to you. What is your question?
Do you want to sing Carry On My Wayward Son for all of us?
No.
Too bad.
Next question.
Too bad.
No, I really don't. But it's been a pleasure doing business with you. Look forward to our next tete-a-tete. How are you?
Hi. Totally changing the mood now. I'm sorry.
Great.
But I have a question. Another question about Gishwas.
Okay.
I'm really curious about your team. Now, are these just your crazy friends who help you out? Do you sit there giggling at what people submit?
Yes.
Or did you have to hire people to help?
A little bit of a mix there. There's a lot of, there's like 15,000 people doing it this year. There's a lot of, that's a lot of cheese suits to deal with. But yes, there's a lot of giggling and a lot of emails. You gotta see this one. Things like that. It's kind of fun.
And who is Miss Jean Louise? Yeah. We want to know.
Me too. I don't know who the hell she is.
Sure.
None of your business. Hi.
Hi. I'm Rosie. Hi. My question is, who do you prefer, Jared or Jensen?
Well, this could get awkward on the set.
Can you answer this question?
Bobby!
Huh? Bobby. Oh, good deflection.
Everybody loves Bobby, right?
Yes. I was just on the phone with Jim yesterday. Very, very good guy. Okay. He should come back, shouldn't he?
Yeah. Right?
You've heard rumors?
I've heard rumors that we might see some Bobby later.
Really?
This season. I might be wrong.
Where did you hear these rumors?
Around internet.
Internet never lies.
Confirm or deny?
What?
No one's dead on Supernatural.
It's true. I've died at least a half dozen times.
Bring back Gabriel!
Okay. I hate to break it to you, but I'm completely powerless in this department, so you're talking to the wrong guy, but...
Directing though!
Oh, yes, that's true. But when you direct, that doesn't mean you can just put whatever character you want. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I'll have Jim Beaver just as a background actor in the background.
If you could bring Bobby back, if it were up to you, would you?
Absolutely.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you
Hi.
so much for being here. I know you've made a lot of people's days just by showing up.
Oh, thank you.
My question is, my theory is that Dean or somebody is going to have to close the gates of heaven with the angel tablet, and if Cass had to choose between heaven or staying on Earth, in which he'd probably lose his powers, which would you choose and why?
You read all the scripts, didn't you? I think that the dramatically most impactful choice would be to lose his powers and stay on Earth, right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of what you would want. But it would be kind of interesting if he was like, you know what? F you, Sam and Dean. I'm watching out for #1 this time. I'm out of here. I've got a cloud waiting for me up there.
With Amanda tapping.
Virgins. What? And Amanda tapping. Yes.
What do you think he would do if he was to be on Earth?
If he was
If he was on Earth, what would he do?
on Earth? I don't know. I mean, if Cat... It's actually hopeless.
It is completely hopeless.
I think that, Castiel, if he lost all of his powers, basically you've got a guy with one ratty old trench coat, no education, no job history. He's totally unemployable. I think he would just kind of live under a bridge and be a kind of creepy homeless guy.
He does have millennia of war experience, though.
That's true, but again, guy in a ratty old trench coat, talking about the Romans and his experience with them, you're just not going to get a lot of traction out of it.
Could start a cult.
What? Wait, this doesn't work. Religion teacher. Huh. Interesting.
You start a cult.
Yeah, well, students, I actually do have a bit of perspective on this because I was God at one point.
And that was awesome, by
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. So my question is, do you think West will be doing any more cooking shows?
I do, as a matter of fact. I shot one already that I'm trying to edit together. He's a lot more talkative and a lot more obstinate now, so it has a different tone. Sort of at the end, he's like, I don't want to eat that. It's disgusting. Which was true. It was really disgusting. You made the grossest thing in this next one. It is just disgusting. But, you know, I tried to eat it.
How'd that go?
It was gross.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Woman in the trench coat.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi
I like your attire.
Thank you. Hi there, Deb. I've been told I can no longer apply for the job of your personal lice wrangler, unfortunately, but
Why?
I do have... They told me not to request it. Not
No?
to bring my
Oh.
resume.
Oh, man. That's
I know. I have lots of lice wrangling experience.
Do you?
Do I? Years.
Ugh.
Younger siblings.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, but I do have...
Hold on.
Oh?
Have you ever had lice?
Not personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Is
I
it?
have.
You have?
Yeah, it's itchy and it's gross and they're really hard to get rid of.
I heard on Twitter you had some right now.
What?
I heard on Twitter you had some right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's these cons. They just filthy.
Yeah.
But I do have an actual question buried in here.
Yeah, it's pretty true, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody that leaves one of these big conventions walks away with scabies.
You're lucky if that's all you catch.
It's just this vector of...
Nobody told me.
Yes, I do have an actual question though.
Wish you the best of luck in getting to it.
I'll get to it. I just love hearing the sound of my own voice. My question is actually about Jimmy's family. And if we're ever going to get back to Claire, because I'm really concerned about that little girl.
I was actually just thinking about that little girl.
Yeah.
She's probably like all grown up now.
What do you think she's doing?
I don't know. I mean, how old is she? She could be pregnant.
I don't know. Can anyone get the math on that? What is she, a teenager now?
She's probably
What,
like
15?
17 is what I'm hearing? Yeah, 15, 17?
She's in the teens, I'm thinking.
Yeah. I'd like to think she becomes a badass hunter like Joe Harble. So, but you have no thoughts?
No, that's a good idea.
Yeah, bring her, whisper it in someone's ear. But yeah, congratulations. You've nearly given me a heart attack 5 or 6 times during this convention.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a great guy.
Bye.
Okay.
Hi.
Last one.
Hi. I had questions written down, but they're kind of lame. So I just want to thank you for inspiring me into starting running again. So my friends got mad at you because I almost fell off a cliff and died. So.
You're welcome.
Good job. Great. Misha Collins, everybody.
Thank you guys for coming and being so gracious and enthusiastic and off color. And
No. So, if you want to come, I think I'm doing some autographs
yes,
or something, and if you want to come say hi there, or I don't
Right
know.
after autograph signings, right outside in about 10 minutes, I believe.
Bye.